on game day.
Especially versus like West Virginia.
West Virginia opening weekend.
West Virginia goes hard, bro.
I know.
You guys were just there, weren't you?
Yeah, we were a couple days ago. Actually, some of the coaches were like, "Yeah, we're coming down. Like, you got to sabotage the football team for us, help us bring that win."
That's
but
funny.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
West Virginia's not supposed to be very good this year, especially compared to Penn State. I think Penn State's supposed to be pretty good.
We got a strong squad. I know new quarterback might be in, the Drew Aller kid. They've been talking about it for a while, so the town gets excited. It's cool. You're like
Football players kind of gel with the wrestlers.
couple. I think like mainly the offensive linemen. Oddly, we get along with a lot of
That
the
is kind of like odd.
You know what I mean? But like yeah, I would say a good bit. Like when Micah Parsons was here, it was more so like that connect because he used to wrestle. You know, he was like their leader. So
he still supports. Like you see him like on like Twitter and stuff, like shouting out you guys or like Spencer Lee and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's a baller too.
Yeah,
big year
he's
for
the
him.
real deal.
Big year. So
I know, babe. We're based out of Texas, so they love him down there. As long as he's doing good stuff, man, I'm happy about it. But yeah, the energy's great here today. Talk about like the energy in the room. You know, it's like preseason. Guys are on campus now. Like it's got to feel good. Like
it feels good to be back.
Yeah.
You know, today was the first team lift. You know, so it came in and the energy's. It's like that time of year. You know, it's like it's almost time for war. You know, so but like for us, it's more exciting. I would say just because we're all together again. You know, everyone's home from the summer, doing camps. So it's good. It's good to be back, especially like year 5 now here. So it feels good to be back in the
you know what to expect.
So, yeah, it's like
at this point, like
but you look forward to it. You know, because like winter is coming, Game of Thrones type vibe. You know, it's like like that time's coming. You know, you feel in the air. So it's like first lift, same music's getting played. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. And I always thought like there's just like an uptick like in like energy when freshmen get here, normal students get back to campus, and you're like, all right, like let's go. Like you start walking past, like this.
Other people are doing games.
Yep, you see other sporting events start to happen. You're like,
yeah, it's about that time.
Come on, can we just fast forward now?
Yeah, it's about that time. It's like, but I really enjoy preseason though. Like the anticipation, I really like just getting back into folk style. You know, because you come out of I guess you would call it a summer session where it's a lot of freestyle.
Yeah.
But getting back in that folk style feel, it's like it's more team aspect, in my opinion. Just because like you have your club team and that kind of stuff, but
like when you're wrestling freestyle, you're like focusing on like Olympic title, world title for me. Whereas here it's like, hey, let's go win this title.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you like freestyle or folk style more?
Honestly, I say freestyle. I think freestyle, me and Coach Gage talked about this yesterday. I think freestyle is more like, he disagrees with me. I think freestyle is more skill-based, right? And he says like folk style is kind of more skill-based because you don't know how to ride somebody, not get ridden. But I think freestyle is, because there's more risk taken, like if you can give up 4 off of like a blast double, folk style, well I guess it's 3 now, but it's more risk taken, I think, so you have to be more calculated, more skillful. I think you see a lot of guys in folk style, they can win kind of off a hard pace, hard hand fight.
It's harder to wear a guy down in freestyle. Plus 6 minutes, 7 minute match.
Because it's very skill based. So I say that's what I like about freestyle the most is that part. So I say freestyle.
And then, what's it like winning an individual title or a team title? Like, what's the different emotions, or what do you like more?
I like the team title. I feel like
it's always good to celebrate with your boys.
Yeah, individual. Like even last year. So 2022, everyone we had in the finals won, and we won a team title. So it was really fun. But last year, we had some guys losing the finals, and we had some guys win. And we still won a team title, but it wasn't the same. So I think that spoke volumes. Like, man, like the team title with guys that can also, everyone's in the final wins in that kind of way is like a lot more fun. But I say the team title always. Individual is like, it's not easy to do, but to win a team title, it's
you
coaching
put
staff,
the pieces together.
Being a leader on the team, looking out for other guys. So I say the team title speaks more volumes for what a program's doing versus having like one individual 4-timer in that way. So.
At what point do you feel like you kind of stepped up into a leadership role on this team?
I think, my freshman year, I was, you just come in, you just want to learn. I had guys like Kassar, Mark Hall, Chenzo,
Legends.
Shakir Rashid, Nick Lee. So it's like you kind of just lead by your actions, at that young age, because I really was just learning from them. But I think when you come in, you get older and you kind of develop yourself. You have a good, successful season and these things. Like, people kind of look at you, okay, I'm going to try to do the things that he's doing because he's having success. So I think, like, after my freshman year, and obviously after my first NCAA title, was like, okay, people are going to watch me in the room and think, like, okay, what he's doing is working, So I say after that, kind of earn that respect from others.
How much do you lead vocally or lead by example, or like a combination of both?
I think it's perfect balance of both, because not everyone takes it different ways. So some people, they might be like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to what you're saying, but you start doing something, they're gonna follow it. So and vice versa. So I think it just depends on who you're trying to impact. I think a lot of the younger guys, you more so mentor towards them. Talk to them a little bit, and then older guys that might be struggling, you just lead by example. You just tell them, hey, you just gotta go get it done. So I think it's
like some guys you can just like tell them like straight up, like, hey, you're doing the wrong things or this, or you can get after them a little bit and they'll appreciate that. But some guys, like, that might kind of turn like combative a little bit, and then they'll turn against
like
and be like,
so
knowing each other is like important, and I feel like that's something you guys do so well. Is like you all know each other well, you're boys, you gel really well. Is that kind of true?
Yeah, it's like it's a brotherhood. I think like one thing I noticed when we get transfers and stuff, and it's like I never thought about it this way, because every team I've been a part of has been close. But guys are like, man, this team is mad fun. Like, you guys are goofy, you guys are funny. And I'm like, what? It wasn't like that? And they're like, not really. And I'm like, that's weird, because I think every team's like that. Like, doesn't mean like they're going to be successful, but I think every team's like that. So, it's a blessing, though. It is.
Yeah, for sure. Talk a little bit about, like, the difference in winning that first NCAA title versus the others. Did it feel different, or are they all, like, euphoric?
Like, my first two NCAA titles, like, I just remember it was always like, okay, it's over with, now I can go celebrate, have a bunch of fun. Like, my whole year was based off of that, like, that moment, like,
that's the climax.
Like, that was my climax for the year. So everything else was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, obviously I'm gonna train, I'm gonna hang out, but there was no like purpose after that. It was like, okay, I'm gonna go train, but then I'd fall back to just bad habits and these things. I'm like, season's over. But this year it was a blessing. Like, it was the first time I walked up the mat and I was like, nothing changes. Like, went back to the hotel, ate a chocolate bar, and went to sleep. But usually I'm like, all right, let's go downtown, let's hang out. But like, this year was like, okay, like, this doesn't change me, it doesn't define me. So I'd say just wisdom. I'm really learning, like, if God's gonna put me in a situation, it's not to worship that, but it's to give glory to Him. So I think whenever I would worship like the title, worship those things, the climax, when it came, I had nothing left, and then it was looking for the next thing that was gonna fulfill me in a way. So I was blessed to have that this year, where I was just like, hey, I'm the same dude regardless. I walked up the mat, I said chocolate bar, went to sleep, went home the next day. So
that's wild. Did it have anything to do with like you got bigger goals now than just an NCAA title, or I'm sure you had those goals coming into campus, your freshman year too, but like now it's like, all right, I've done that. Like, now really, like, it's time to go World Olympic.
Well, I think it's like 100%. Like, I think like subconsciously, like, you'll have bigger goals coming in. Like, if I want to be an Olympic champ before you even win an NCAA title,
you say it,
and then it's like, but still in the back of your head, it's like, but I want to make sure I get
that
these,
NCAA title.
But then like I think once you like you experience a couple times, like, okay, like it's cool, but it doesn't define me. I'm here to be the best I can be, and if that's me losing in the finals or winning in the finals, and me learning from that either way, so be it. So I think 100%. It comes with the age where it's like, okay, I want to clench some and then say that and then be cool with it, like really be cool with it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
How do you feel like you've matured, like, emotionally, like, as a man here in State College? You seem very at peace.
Yeah, blessed. Life, like, I tell a lot of people this, even like family, teammates, it's like sometimes your greatest lessons are mistakes, so I think for me, I was blessed to kind of go through rough patches throughout my life, because it brought me to where I'm at, it brought me to my peace in the Lord, it brought me to my mindset now, so I think one thing I've really learned, about like being with my emotions and stuff is, a man that's looking to conquer shouldn't be conquered by his emotions, so you should have, if you don't have control over your emotions, you don't have control over anything with yourself, or even your actions. So I think
how can you expect to control another man when you can't control yourself?
Can't control yourself, so really just like, it was a quote I saw too, and but it was like, don't read other people, read yourself, so like when you really start to learn yourself and why you're acting certain ways, whether it's from like family history, mindset you've had since you were a kid. You start to like read into that stuff, dive into that stuff. It's like you can start to learn you and learn ways to grow. So I think many people, it's easy to look on the outside sources like, oh, this is going on, that's why I'm feeling this way. But it's like, no, it comes from within. So I think relationship with God has really showed me that is like, I have free will. I have the power of the Spirit in me to dictate the things I'm thinking, the things I'm doing. So
that's cool. You were talking about the legends you looked up to when you got on campus here. One of those, surely, was David Taylor.
Yeah.
You competed against him this offseason. Just talk a bit about that experience.
It was a blessing, it really showed me that, one, freestyle is a lot of chess. It's chess match because you come in, like, you do stuff really well, right? And I think for me, kind of getting caught up in what I was doing really well and not remembering that God has given me many other things to be good at, So being able to compete against him really showed me, like, hey, like, okay, you do something really well underhook, but this guy, he spent 5 years stopping an underhook. So, don't rely on the things that are beating others. Like, rely on everything God gave you. Mix it up, think like second match, like after the first match, like, all right, I'm just going to go wrestle. And a whole different match, So I think it just showed me that don't be so one-dimensional, even if it's working and smashing everyone. You always want to make sure you're diverse. So even when I come into the room now, it's like more intentional. I want to work more things that, more positions that I might be in, So it really helped me think about wrestling different. So
that's cool. And then you might get the opportunity to compete against him. Then again this year.
Yeah.
Surely he's going to go in medal probably in Serbia. And then so you have to go through him to make this Olympic team, which I know you do. I know you have Olympic aspirations because you want to be the best. You got to beat the best. So talk a bit about, like, thinking about wrestling him again later this year.
I think it's pretty cool. I think, like, I'm very blessed to see the best guy in the world domestically.
If you beat him, it's like
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
so
you know where you sit.
Yeah, and it's like, but also seeing him, like, training alongside this guy every day. Like, there's times I watch him train, there's times I catch him watching me train. So I think we both kind of fuel each other. And I know beforehand he was, just talking about what's he wrestling for and these things. And I think seeing someone like me in the room every day in his weight class has kind of motivated him and given him, like, a second fire. Like, all right, I got to beat this guy again. I got to stop him again.
I see him working his tail off.
So it's like, I think it kind of, and it boosts me the same way. It's like, okay, I know this guy's at the top. I'm going to have to beat him, So I think it's good for us. It's good for both of us.
Is it awkward, or is it like a mutual respect, motivation type
It's a mutual respect. I think it's like, for me, realizing, okay, it's a veteran. And for him, it's like, okay, this guy, young guy in the game, but he's good. And, I know he's good too, obviously. So I think it's like that mutual respect where we both know our presence itself is going to make each other better, and keep that competitive nature.
And looking ahead to this year, going for NCAA title, number 4, what does being a 4-time NCAA champion mean to you?
It is what it is, I think, like, not much, if it happens, it happens, but I'm at peace, it's like, win, lose, or draw, I just want to be best in the world. So that might not be this year, might not be next year, but it comes with time, So I'm just making sure I can control what I can control, my actions, my thoughts, my habits, and that happens, it happens,
I don't think you realize how crazy it is from like a fan like me or like a casual outsider to be like 4-time NCAA champion. You'd be like,
yeah,
it's cool, like,
but
it's chill.
If you think about it, like, well, think about it like this, like, I wake up in the same house, eat the same food.
Now,
same friends,
or a year from now, if you're a 4-time NCAA
regardless, so it's like, do the same things, wake up, make my eggs, go outside, get some sun, drink some water, go to class. Well, probably not class next year, we graduated, but, God willing, practice, and then, it doesn't change much. I mean, I think it's like a lot of things like that. It's like a goal or a destination, but you kind of like I said, you worship it in a way. It's like, I got to get this, and then when you get it, like Coach Kel says this all the time, he's like, before he won the Olympics, he was like, man, I have to win the Olympics or my life would be terrible. Then when he won it, he's like, this medal just sits in my closet. Like, it's one of those things where I think about it a lot, because it's like, you don't really realize that it's not like, that's not what you're doing it for, So just trying to be present, enjoy this trip, this college trip, this last ride. So if that happens, it happens, So.
you're gonna miss. Like, you'll still get to compete.
Yeah.
But you won't be wearing that Penn State singlet. Shane's a clown. Y'all are some
Yeah,
goods.
it's a goose, man. I'm waiting nasty. Let's get around. Big Lou.
Shoot, I remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, like you're gonna compete, but like, Nenny Lion, not Penn State. You're gonna miss that.
Yeah, 100%. It's I'll tell you, like, wrestling in Penn State, nothing like it, nothing like it. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss it. Getting goosebumps right now, but you know, it's a blessing. Like, Penn State wrestling is different, and until you're a part of it, you know, it's like you don't really realize like
history.
It's different, man. You know, so
dynasty.
It's a blessing. So I'll miss it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The singlets are fire too, man. Distribution.
We don't switch it up.
We don't switch it up.
You like the navy or the white more?
Oh, no, the white's fresher, but I like the navy because it's like
Classic.
the boys in blue were coming. Like, you know, we're wearing. You know, we're coming to bring the pace. So
you know what we do.
Yeah, you know it's kind of, you know, it's like that. Okay, like, you know, nothing. We're not switching the singlet. You know, you're getting what you get. So
yeah,
I like it.
That's good stuff, man. New rules this year: NCAA 3-point takedown, more stalling on top, and 3-point near fall. I think are the big three. What do you think of those?
So they changed near fall.
So now it's 2, 3, and 4. So if you get a 3 count, you get 3 points.
Interesting. I like that. That's just wrestle. Yeah, just wrestle. Like, score more points than the other guy.
Yeah,
you know,
get more takedowns.
Yeah, like, as long
don't get turned.
Score more points than the other guy. You know, yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be interesting. I like the takedowns because it's rewarding. You know, I think certain matches you could get like 2 takedowns and then he escapes and it's 4-2 at the end and then he chooses bottom and then it's 4-3, but he only has all escapes. You know, next thing you know, he gets takedown and he's up. You know, so
doesn't feel
like
even.
Like he earned it. He doesn't feel like he earned it. So I like it. I like the takedowns for sure.
Cool. Well, man, we're doing this thing kind of just like your favorite. The quick kind of speed round. So I'm gonna hit you with them.
Let's get it.
Favorite color?
Black.
Movie?
Movie's hard, but I've been watching this Netflix show I like a lot. It's called The Last Kingdom.
Okay.
So
I'll have to check it out. Favorite musician?
I don't know.
Or kind of type of music genre?
Depends on how I'm feeling. Waking up, I listen to gospel, going to practice, dance music.
Get the vibes up.
Doing homework, like R&B, something like that. So yeah, it just depends. I like country too. Surprisingly, I love country.
Okay. Your favorite pro team, like pro sports team to watch?
Dang, does UFC count as like a fighter? Can I say a fighter?
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje.
You think you ever want to get into fighting or like?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what, Olympic title and then go get UFC gold?
Yeah. God willing. So.
Shoot, you don't even got to leave state college anymore.
It's a blessing, man. Bro brought it here, so.
Oh, that's awesome. Your favorite thing to do other than wrestling?
Just chill. I like to hang out with friends a lot. I've been gaming a lot lately, just because I live alone now, so that's why I keep up with people. Just put on my headset.
What's the game of choice?
Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's crazy. I love it. It's fun. It's fun because like you got to actually do the tasks. So like there's 2-man ship. There's 1-man ship, 2-man ship, 3-man, and 4-man. And say I have like 4 of my friends or 3 of my friends online, we do a 4-man ship. We're all pirates, right? So, but you actually have to like load your boat up. Someone has to steer it. Someone has to navigate. Someone has to shoot the cannons out if you're under attack.
It's like different roles.
Like everything. Someone has to drop the anchor, and then you can alternate, but like
it's a big team.
It's a big team effort. So it's like you go on quests, you find treasures, you know, you kill skeletons and stuff. So it's just cool because it's like kick back, chat, sail the ocean, and then get some gold.
You literally gotta pretend to be a pirate.
Yeah, get some gold,
with your boys.
defend your boat, and chill. So it's like I like Sea of Thieves a lot.
That's cool. Your favorite food?
Lately, honestly, Japanese, but it used to be like Italian. But right now I just love sushi. Like big sushi kick right now.
I feel that. Favorite place to be?
Outside, anywhere outside. I love being outside.
Social media app?
I get caught up on TikTok sometimes. I delete it because it's funny, man. Like whatever you choose to make your TikTok, you get. So like I make it like humor. I'm just under just laughing all the time. But I see TikTok, bro. TikTok.
You can definitely go down like
you
a whole.
You can create whatever you want it to be.
And like you can also like kind of get wrapped up in TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, that's why like we kind of had to for work, but I resisted it for a long time because like I saw my girl like she would spend like just
you
like
just scroll.
scroll.
The app warns you. It's like you've been scrolling for a while. It's like, all right, bro. It's like, all right, thank
chill,
you, bro.
Like you get the Netflix, you still watch it.
Yeah,
it's like damn, now you're making me feel bad about myself.
It's like, bro, what are you doing just scrolling here? It's been like 3 hours.
Don't you have some productive stuff to do? That's funny. Your biggest pet peeve?
I think when I'm cutting weight, I don't like people like touching me. I don't know why. Like, I don't have many pet peeves, but like if I'm sitting here and I'm chilling, I'm cutting weight, I'm hungry, and people are like, yo, I'm like, bro,
I'm chilling.
I hear you. Like, why are you tapping me? Like, my brother, he knows that. Like, I'm like, he'll be touching me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, bro, I forgot. I'm touching you. Like, I'm like, yo, AB, and like, I'm like, bro, stop. Like, don't touch me, man. Like, I don't know. That's something I gotta get over though.
Yeah. Your favorite wrestling shoe?
Lately it's been Inflix. Cause they make them wider now. Like the first ones they made, or maybe I'm tripping, but they were like thinner. But these ones, they're kind of wide, so I like them, and they have really good grip. Like when it's sweaty on the mat, it's good grip.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Your favorite wrestling memory?
So many. I mean, there's been a lot of good times in the sport. It's just, like it's a blessing. But my favorite wrestling memory probably was when my brother. So we both won states in high school. He had lost to the guy at regionals week before in like overtime, but they went backwards in weights. He was 152, I was 145, and it was his senior year, my sophomore year. But he won the match before me, and then I was up. So he went and wrestled, and then I was up next, and then I won. So that was pretty cool.
All right, now this is like about guys on the team.
Yeah.
So who's the smartest?
See, I like what Shane said it because it's true. Like it kind of goes on what you define it as, you know, because there's book smart, then there's wisdom, then there's like technique, then there's who's gonna fix someone's bike, you know. So like there's a lot because like some people they have like a 4.0 but they can't fix their bike, you know. So like.
But like, who you calling if you need your bike fixed or like you need something done around the house? Like
if I need my bike, if I need like one, I say Brian Borden honestly. Like overall, guy named Brian Borden, he'll fix your bike, he'll help you with your homework. Yeah, Brian Borden. Who's
the funniest? Who's the clown?
I want to say Imran. Imran's hilarious, and he doesn't even try to be. That's the thing. Like Imran does not try to be funny. He's just funny. Like you would just laugh at Imran for just being himself, which is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Imran.
Who's got the worst cauliflower ear?
I want to say Levi. Levi's right ear is really bad. You gotta check it out.
We're gonna have to get a shot of it.
Really bad.
And then you get into a fight. Who you calling to have your back?
I text the whole group chat, but first person I hit after the group chat is my boy Greg. Yeah, because I mean, if you put me and Greg in there, no one's like.
He knows it doesn't matter. No one's messing with you.
What the heck? My bad. Yeah, you put Greg in there, me and Greg though. I was like, yeah. And the only time I'm calling someone is if it's like 10 people.
Yeah.
You know, like even if it's 5, I'm good. If it's 10 people, I'm good.
Maybe you got
5
the
people,
numbers. Like. That's funny. Hey man, well this has been chill. This has been fun. Is there anything else you want to add or shout out or thank or promote before I
want to thank FloWrestling, man. You guys, just thank you guys, man. You guys are helping grow wrestling, and it's appreciated.
Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.